Hello, lovies. Today we're going to take a plain t-shirt and turn it into a Stevie Nicks style dress. Let's get started. Okay, so I have this scrap piece here that I use the flowers for different designs I do. And I'm just going to cut out this one here. I'm going to put it on the shirt. This one's beautiful. I will save it for another project, but this is not going to be This won't pop on the t-shirt I'm using. Okay, so I'm going to go cut that out and I'll be back. Okay, so I want this blue embroidered bird. I want to use this because this will be a great contrast on the shirt. I'm going to stay away from the orange one for this project because it's going to blend a little too much. Now on this curtain panel, I have this whole area with no embroidered birds on it. So I'm going to cut straight down here because that will give me a nice panel with a hem that I can use on other projects. Or maybe this one. We shall see. But now I'm going to cut this straight up and then come back and show you what I have. Okay, I have another panel with a hem already on it. It could work as a sleeve. I can make a ruffle out of it. So much I could do. I have my beautiful bird, my embroidered bird. This curtain panel was such a fabulous find. It was actually a shower. Yeah, shower curtain. All right, I'm thinking maybe like that. Let's see. Okay, so here's the shirt that I'm going to be using. Love the color. Great for fall. I'm just trying to figure out how I like them arranged. I want to do a nice pretty little cluster pattern on the front here, not too centered. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just playing around and seeing how I like these pieces together. Okay, so I measured from here down on me where I would like this to stop, where the skirt's going to start, and I got 16 inches. So I am going to try to get this straight. It's hard. It's so hard to work with t-shirts with the jersey, but I found that if you use a ruler like this, you can actually straighten out your t-shirt pretty good. Otherwise it's really hard. It shifts all over. But I found that this works pretty good. To try to get it to lay as even as you can, because t-shirts are just never really sewn perfect. All right, so 16 inches is right here. So I'm gonna put my ruler at 16. I'll do 16 and a half for the seam allowance. We got that right there. If it's a little higher on me or a little lower, it's okay. It's like a midi. It's not like it's cropped under my boobs. So, here we go. And this is my edge that is messed up. Well, I guess both sides are a little cockeyed. I'm constantly cutting into my ruler with my blade. And the blade is so dull now. All right, here we go. Shifted a little bit. Let's see. Okay. So where are my pieces? I'm going to put a little bit of a backing on this. Maybe I should go like that. My bird here. I feel like I can do a little more, like have that peeking out maybe. Okay, now I'm going to cut the pieces for the bottom. I measured at 30 inches for my length that I like, and I'll leave a 1/2 inch on that for the seam allowance. And let's go put this aside for now, and let me go get the pieces that I'm using for my bottom of this dress, and we'll be right back. Okay, so here are the pieces that I am using for now. We'll see if I have enough. I'm just going to, these are pants that I never wear. These are pajama bottoms. These are velvet pants that I've had forever. And if I need more pieces, I'll go into my stash, see what I have that I could incorporate in here. If not, I could use some of the panels from the shower curtain with the embroidered birds on it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to cut off the top. Then I'm going to cut up the seam, separate them, and make strips and measure them. Okay? Let's start cutting up these pieces. I'll cut one with you so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm at the pocket here. We got a pocket. I mean, this I'll save. Might want to add that. It's a pocket we're cutting. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. So, we want panels. So, first I'm going to cut the crotch area. So we have less fabric to work with, so it'll be easier. Just making sure I'm not cutting through to another piece that I need. Okay, one pant leg, any panels, so I'm just cutting down all the seams. Actually, if I turn them inside out, it's easier to see the seams and cut. So, So here are the pieces that I'm going to be working with, and I hope they all go pretty together. I think they will. And I am going to need 6 panels. If I do 8 inches on top and 15 inches at the bottom, that should work out nicely without doing a very big ruffle. So let's get started. Okay, here we go. So I want to have a little bit of a background on this. So I'm going to pin this. Plus it's a little on the flimsy side, so after I get done pinning this, I'm going to cut around it to give it a little border so it pops on the shirt. And then I'm going to sew this to this piece of fabric. And then I will come back and show you what I have. Okay, so I have them all pinned in place. I sewed them all around the edges, and now I'm going to sew them on around the outer edge. So I sewed everything on. I did straight stitches around here to attach the backs to them, the backgrounds, and then I did zigzag stitches on the other ones, and I think it looks really cute. And now I'm going to work on the sleeves. Okay, so here are my panels. I have my panels. I lined up all the ones that have hems. This one is the other way around. Where's the hem? Okay, it's the other way. It's down here. But I'm going to be sewing them with all the hems together. I'm going to put them in a fun pattern, probably like a solid, obviously a solid, then a print or a textured piece. And I'm going to put them all together and see if I have enough pieces, and then I'm going to add it. I know I said I was going to do the sleeves, but I'm saving the sleeves to the end because I'm thinking of using the leftover pieces from the panels. Yeah, because like I have leftover pieces. I might do a patchwork. I'm not sure. I have another piece that I really want to add to it. It's really a fringe shawl thing that it's cool colors. It would go nice with this if I made sleeves out of it, or I added at the waist. I don't know, but it'll add a nice boho touch to it. And I don't really wear it as a shawl because it doesn't really go with anything, but it will go great with these. Okay, let me put my panels together, go over to the sewing machine, sew them together, and then come back and show you what I have. I've arranged the panels the way I think they'll look nice, and now I'm just pinning them 2 at a time, going over to my sewing machine, sewing the 2 pieces together, right sides together, then grabbing another piece, adding it on until I have all the panels sewn together. Okay, all my pieces are sewn together. I have the bottom skirt part of my dress ready. Okay, I cut the shawl open. And what I'm doing here is there were 2 panels sewn together. I'm taking one panel. I found the center of my t-shirt and center of the shawl, and I'm pinning it right sides together, and I'm just going to sew the shawl, a tiny bit of gathering as I'm sewing, until I get to the seam on both sides, and I'm going to let the rest of it just hang. Then when that is done, I'm taking my skirt panel, my skirt pieces that I sewn all together, and I am going to sew them the same way, right sides together, gathering as I need to, all the way around. So let me do the first part, take that over to my sewing machine, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what we have. I sewed on the lacy trim with the fringe from the cover up, and this is what the skirt looks like. Here's the skirt. Now I'm going to sew the skirt underneath. Now I'm sewing the skirt part to the t-shirt. In order to do that, I need to sew right sides together. So I put the t-shirt on the inside of the skirt. I have the skirt inside out, and I have the t-shirt right sides. So right sides are together. I'm going to pin that and gather it around. Okay, so everything is sewn on now. And this is how it looks, and it's very Stevie Nicks and Gypsy-like. And now the sleeves. Now I'm cutting a little curve off of both sleeves so that when I add the rest of my scarf pieces to it, it hangs at like a jagged hang, not just like a straight hang on the arms. I want it to be a little high and low. So here we go. Here's the last panel of that cover up, and I'm just going to cut it in half. It has a fringe on both ends. I'm cutting in half, and I'm going to use each half as a sleeve.
Hey, videotape.
No, go away. Skedaddle. Skedaddle. Get out of there. Get out. Get out. My little Ava was helping me today, as you can hear her in the background giggling with me. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the scarf, the lengthwise, and I am finding the center of the scarf, and I am pinning the center of the scarf to the top of the t-shirt sleeve. And then I am just pinning the rest of it down the front and down the back. I'm not gathering it. I'm going to do a zigzag stitch, but I'm just putting it on straight without gathers.
I would want little to cleaner. Okay? Pins are here too.
And now for the final results. I did make this in a large because I did make this for a friend of mine. So at the end, I do model it for you, but it is big on me because it isn't my size, because I did promise a friend that I would make sure it would fit her when I was done. I hope I've inspired you today to take some of those clothes that you don't wear and upcycle them into some beautiful one-of-a-kind pieces. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and let me know what you think of today's gypsy outfit. Thanks for watching.